Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, Andy here. I coach men and women on living lives of abundance and joy. If they can all do it, you sure as hell can too. Let's give all of you a little bit of free coaching. Let's be here for you. We'll start with this comment from Kingy251. And this was on a video that I did called How to Stop Having Platonic Dates and Have Sex Instead. And I basically said in that video, give yourself permission to be a sexual human being. You are allowed to be a sexual being. And if you feel like you desire someone, be honest about that. If you feel like you want to kiss someone, be honest about that. And Kingy says, the problem is I am not initially attracted to the women that I date because it takes a long time for me to develop attraction to a person. I can't be attracted to a person just by looking at them. I have to get to know them first. And when I do things like this, it is not authentic. And when he says, when I do things like this, he means what I'm talking about in the video. My beautiful friend, Mr. Kingy251, where in the fuck did I say in that original video that you should be unauthentic? Where, point to the timestamp, please, my wonderful fellow human being. Point to the point in that video where I said you should lie and be inauthentic. Point to anywhere in my channel, anywhere since the time that I have started doing this where I said be inauthentic and lie. Ever. When have I ever said that? That is the polar opposite of the mission that we are here for, my brother. We are here for authentic connections. We are here for honesty. I have a fucking hat. This hat here, where I literally fucking talk about autism and say be autistically honest. Where in that video did I say not to be authentic? And it's funny how our brains will present things as problems that are not even a problem. Like, Kingy, look at everything you wrote here. You said the problem is. Where's the problem? I don't see any problem. You've invented a problem. You think what I said to you in the original video is that you have to do what I'm saying here. Again, point to that place where I said this is what you have to do. No, I said if you feel sexuality towards someone, be honest about that. If you feel like you want to kiss someone, be honest about that. If you feel like you want to have sex with someone, tell them that. Don't hide it, don't shy away from it, and then you invented a problem and said, oh, I have to do something I don't want to do just because some random fucking cunt on the internet, me, some random dude on the internet told me something, therefore I have to do it. And I didn't tell you to do it. I said, if you want to do it, you have permission to do it. And so, my friend, there is no problem. If you don't want to be sexual with people, don't. Just be honest with them about that. Be upfront and say everything that you said here. I take a little while before I can develop attraction to a person. So would you like to go on a couple of dates with me? Have a chill time. We can hang out as friends first and see if there's a connection. Do you know how many women are going to hear that and go, holy shit, yes, please, Mr. Kingy251. That sounds exactly what I'm looking for. And they are the ones that will date you. Now, some women will hear you say that and go, no, I want something sexual with someone, and they'll leave, and that's screening. And so again, you've done this classic thing that so many people do where we completely and utterly misunderstand the point. Like you've misunderstood my point, which was honesty and authenticity. And you've gone the complete 180 in the opposite direction and said, so Andy's saying I should be inauthentic. Again, point to the part on my channel where I ever said that. If I show you my arm, I have a tattoo on my forearm that says speak truth, as in be honest and authentic. At no point, brother, in that video did I ever say talk about having sex if you don't want to talk about sex. Try and have sex with someone if you don't want to have sex with them. I never said that, and I would never say that. Now, what I will give you, my friend, is this. So this is over on my website. You can go to killyourinnerloser.com and just search for the word game plan, and you'll find this article. And I literally talk about, at the very top of the article, there is no correct way to do dates. Notice how that's not me telling you to be inauthentic, quite the opposite. And I said, this is all about you doing what you want to do. And I guess what the person that you're doing it with wants to do. So do what you want to do. That's not be inauthentic and just do whatever I'm doing. I will never, ever, ever tell any of you to copy me. You can try what I'm doing and copy it and see if it works for you, but I'm not going to tell you that you should or that you have to or that you have to do your dates or your relationships or your love life the way that I do it. I talk about what works for me And for me, that is honesty and authenticity. And guess what, my wonderful friend? That seems like it is the same for you too, because you said when I do things like what's in this video, it's not authentic. So you clearly care about being authentic. So look at that. We're both on the same page, just somewhere up in there. Your brain did that funny little thing that all of our brains do, where it's like, oh shit, just because Andy's saying that he likes to do something, that means I have to do the same thing. And so you've just misunderstood, and that's okay. But in this article, again, it is called The Best Dating Game Plans, should you do? And I specifically used the word should because I knew a lot of you would click on that. And then I kind of got you with a little bit of a bamboozle, and I was like, there is no should. Scammed you. There is no should. I do that sometimes with my articles. I will put like a little title that you'll click on and go, oh, here's what you should do. Like, should you do this? And then you click on it. And I'm like, first thing I want to say is there is no shoulds. Do whatever works for you and for the person that you're doing it with. And so in this article, my friend, I talk about different methods of like dating, like, inviting someone straight over to your place and having sex with them immediately. And then I talk about here's some of the pros of that. And maybe here's some of that, and I don't call them cons, but here's some of the things to be aware of if you do that. Like if you invite someone straight to your place, yeah, you don't get a great time or a great opportunity to see if you have a connection. You're going to have more one-night stands. A lot of people will flake because you invited them straight over to your place. That's scary and sketchy. Lots of people will cancel. And then if you scroll down a bit, I talk about meeting in public first, like maybe you go to a bar for a little bit and then you walk back to your apartment within, like an hour or something. Like, what are the pros of that? What are some things to consider? Okay, what about if you go to a bar and then, take a little bit longer to do that? What are the pros and cons of that? What if you wait until the second or the third date before you have sex, which that might be you, my friend, or a lot of you. Here's some of the pros of that. And this is generally what I do now. I generally don't have sex on the first date, though sometimes there's an exception to that. But here's all the pros of that. And here's some of the things to consider with that. And then here's if you want to wait even longer, which might be you, my friend. Like maybe you want to wait for 5 dates or 10 dates before you have sex with someone. Maybe you want to work up to sex and fool around a little bit and get to know each other and just make out with your clothes on the first time you're in the bedroom. Then maybe the second time you want to undress just a little bit but not have sex. Like here are some of the pros of all of that. Like you're obviously really certain that you like each other. You're going to grow quite close because you're going to go on a bunch of dates and get to know each other. You can still do some sexual foreplay stuff. Like I said, you can make out, you can grind on each other, you can work up to sex. That can make it really fun because you're building anticipation, And then some things to consider. Obviously, you get more attached to someone or you start to like them a lot more. Then you might get into the bedroom, have sex, and maybe it's like not what you're both looking for. And that's fine too, but that might happen. It might take you a few weeks or months to work up to sex. Like there's all of this kind of stuff here. So again, at the end of the day, my wonderful friend and all the rest of you listening, guys, I'll say this so fucking clearly. Do what you want to do and what the people that you're doing it with obviously want to do. I am not here to be your fucking dad and tell you what to do. Any of you. I know a lot of you misunderstand that, and that's okay. Kingy251, you have so unbelievably misunderstood what I said in that original video. That's okay, my brother. That is so okay. You have no idea how many people come to this channel, and I will literally in a video say, do what you want to do. Be honest and authentic. Say the fucking truth. Tattoo on my arm. Speak truth. Fucking go for what you want and see if the other person wants it too. And then someone will say, so you're saying that I have to do what you're saying in this video, Andy, and I have to do my sex life the way you're saying. And I'm like, oh my God, you literally got 180 degrees away from the truth. Like you're literally saying the exact opposite of what I said. Like you're not even just slightly wrong with what I said. You're like the polar opposite of what I said. Literally the opposite. And that's okay, brother. Like that is not just you. But yeah, do what you guys and girls want to do. If you want to go on a bunch of dates and get to build a connection with someone, beautiful. More power to you. That sounds amazing. If you want to have sex on the first date with people, beautiful. More power to you. That sounds amazing. It's your life. It's not my life for you to live. I'm not your fucking dad. And as I said here, which again, Kingy, this is why it's like making me kind of laugh a little, brother. Like I literally make it so clear in all of my content. Be clear. Be honest. Be upfront. with every single person. Tell them the dynamic that you're looking for. Like, I just text women before the first date and I straight up tell them what we're going to do. Like, and I ask them if they want to do that. I'm like, hey, I usually don't have sex until the second or third date. Does that suit you? First date, we can meet in a park and grab some Starbucks. If we like each other, we can make out a bunch and kiss. Like, if not, that's cool. Like, I literally just fucking autistically get very clear about what it is that I want. And then I find the people that want the same thing. Or maybe they say, hey, I don't want that. Could we do this instead? And then we kind of talk about it. I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. I'm happy to do your plan. Like, we can go back and forth. It's like a collaborative experience when I go on a date with someone. But yeah, brother, much love to you, dude. But like, holy fuck, you misunderstood the video. And that's okay. Like, dude, I hope that doesn't come across as a criticism. I might be very passionate with the way I'm talking to you, but I'm not like having a go at you, man. But yeah, our brains do this funny thing where we just like misunderstand what the fuck the person is saying. And we take everything just because it's some like guy on YouTube with like a decent sized following. We assume like, oh, he must be telling me what to do. Cause like, yeah, man, most of the internet will tell you what to do. And they will tell you that you have to do, you know, what they do. Or they'll say you must do this. But brother, do whatever the fuck you want and then find people that want to do that with you. And then let's finish up, seeing as though we're talking about autistic honesty. What better way to show that off than this? This is a testimonial from one of the guys in my Abundance Collective, which is our $200 a month coaching program / community. And he says, Andy, feel free to use this as a testimonial. I've been following Andy for a few years and I've adopted some of his advice to improve my personal relationships and help make my life a bit more peaceful. Today, I received this incredibly kind message from a girl that I'm dating, and I can confidently thank Andy for this idea. And he's talking about autistic honesty. And this girl messaged him and said, you keep being you, please. You and your autistic honesty. So guys, I want to make it very clear. I will always tell all of you to be fucking honest to the point of autistic honesty. I will always tell you to do what you want to do. The whole point of my Abundance Collective, our coaching program and my big VIP coaching program and all of the content that I ever put out there, the whole point of it is for you to figure out who you want to be, how you want to live your life, what you want your dating life to look like, what you like your financial or business life to look like, what you want your friendships to look like, all of that stuff. I want you guys and you girls to be the best you that you can be. I'm not here to just make a bunch of Andy clones. I don't want you to just like copy me and do everything. Like, you can copy it to try it. Maybe it works out for you, but my mission is to not make a bunch of fucking Andy clones. I don't need that ego stroke. I want you to figure out who you want to be and then charge headfirst towards that and find the people that want to join you on that quest. The women or the men or the friends or whatever that want to join you and live your life with you. And autistic honesty, I have just found, is the best way to do that. So if any of you want to join this awesome human being in the Abundance Collective, our coaching program, our paid community, it's $200 a month. You can jump in and try it. There's no obligations to stay around for longer. Try it for a month, see if it works for you. We have a bunch of members-only videos that are part of that program as well. Like, I've put a lot of effort into all of those. There's a link down below to that. We would love to see you there. As always, ladies and wonderful gentlemen, go out there, crush those goals, and be your authentic selves. I promise you don't have to do what I talk about in a video just because I talked about it in a video. It's your life. Live it the way that you want to live it.